find out the problem, who faces the problem, what are the impact of the problem, the persons facing the problem. First stage, the emphasis. Emphasis is you already find out the problem. The problem is the person is doing the problem or the demand is the product in the market. Either you are the person to market the product, either by produce yourself or import from the other source, anything you do, but you are going to deliver the product to the market. Who is the record or problem solving? You are on the way, you are seeing that someone facing the problem, and there is something that is having some impact. Then you want to do, there are something problem, you can see that, but you cannot feel how they are affecting by the problem, right? And say the problem. So you are going to input the feedback from the person. How do you feel? What are the problems you are facing? What are the impacts? Just to list down. Some of the points they say directly, some of the points they will not say. Because of some weakness, they will not say. At that time, you will see the problem by the person's eyes. You will feel the same thing as the same person who is facing the problem. Then you can identify the problem is the impacts of disease. You can generate a statement because of the problem these things are right. Then you can define the problem. These are the problems, the impacts. Next is you have to solve the problem. Analyze about how to solve the problem, what are the tools, what are the methods to involve in this. After that you can get some clarifications. In this step you can just go with 10 number of people. In the group discussion with the different members, with better clarity, either each and every one of 10 members must know about the problem, why you are going to solve the problem, what are the tools going to use. In the 10 problem statement, arrange the 10 statement, arrange the statements as ranking steps. What are the points are adding more impact? Setting this problem. Sequentially arrange the problem statements depend on the ranking. Now you have the idea to solve the problem by the stage defined. Second, first stage empathize, second define. Next, we have the solution as a problem stage. Now you have to ideate the statement arranged. Ideate means you are going to solve the problem by some methods or you are going to produce the product by some process. This is first step. Define. Next step is by these tools formations, you have to make a prototype. This prototype is to test what are the requirements and what are the problems you are facing. We can solve this or not. Testing to this prototype. Is the prototype can fulfill 7 steps you are expected and the 3 is not solved by the prototype. You have to add some other points to solve the remaining total 10 points you have to solve by the prototype. But you are achieved 7% accuracy is 7%. 100% accuracy is not possible. At least almost after above 90% of accuracy you have to achieve by the prototype. If it is achieved, means the prototype is success. After that, the prototype is success means we are going to test and the productions. Now we are going to see the general things in the design team, 5 steps I explained. Now we are going to see the entire knowledge of introduction to design thinking. What are the thinking terms inside this? Creative thinking, generative design ideas, later thinking, knowledge, brainstorming, mind mapping, nominal group technique, synaptics, development of force, analytical. These are the things we are going to see in the introduction to design thinking. Introduction we already said. Creative thinking is the way of thinking in new methods. The best way to have one idea is to have a lot of ideas. That means with one idea we can solve in a similar way. You can improve the chances that one of them is this one when you have many ideas. Ideas are incredibly important to the business. New product come from ideas. Ideas are the cornerstones of the innovations and successful business. So in the business or innovation, creative thinking is very important. Having more number of ideas is also very important. To have more number of ideas, you have the team members in the same mindset. Creative thinking, we can separate classify into two types. There is one vertical thinking and lateral thinking. Vertical is going in a straight line with the horizontal or vertical. Lateral is we can choose path as our organization. The ability to bring new concepts or ideas into existence, marked by the ability to create. Much of the process of designing involves creativity. In creative thinking, there are no right or wrong answers, only ideas. If I am asking the question to you means there is no necessary to say the perfect answer. That is right or wrong. For example, how do I say means we can take a question like there are bound with 6 eggs. We are 6 person here. Each one of ourselves taking 1 egg. But remaining 1 egg still 1 egg remaining in the bowl. The answer clearly I can explain. In a bowl 6 eggs there, we are 6 person here. Each one of us taking 1 egg. But still remaining 1 egg is there. What are the possibilities? What is probability in the answer? Just tell you. But we have some other ideas by lateral thinking means the last person keep the egg in the bowl still. That can be one answer. In wide answer means last person keep the egg in the bowl, wait until it will become a hens. After that it will become a hen. It will again produce the egg. This is very last process. But the thinking is important. The answer may be right or wrong. Your thinking is important. You see the left side of the bowl. Lateral thinking is the method of thinking concentrated with the changing concept and perceptions. Low profound thinking, that means thinking that follows unconventional conventional path is called low probability thinking. Lateral thinking allows new ideas think laterally out of the box. Not in a particular area, you can think laterally and out of the box. This is the example of the vertical problem and lateral problem. If you get the problem in the same path, the problem is that solution is behind that. If you say thinking means problem will be hide the solutions. If you go lateral means you can find the solution easily. This is an example what we are already discussing. There are 6 eggs in the basket. 6 people each take 1 egg. How can it be that 1 egg is left in the basket? Lateral thinking solutions. 6 people taken 6 eggs as it is empty, impossible. First solution. This is like lateral thinking. Solution number 2. Last person wait for the egg to hatch, then chick comes, then become a hen, and then hen lay the egg. Horizontally. The lateral thinking is last person put the basket in the last egg still inside. This is the different type of thinking in creativity. This is another one example. Let's go to see how the answers will be done. A man walks into the bar and asks the bartender for a drink more. when customers can coming inside the restaurant asking a glass of water. Before that, the bartender is noticing the customer for a particular time. At the same time, we found that some problems is existing there. That is the matter we want to know. The bartender, the person saying the drinks at the bar, pulled out the gun, pointed at the man, and peeled in a particular direction. The man pauses, says thank you, and leaves. What happened? Can you understand the question? The restaurant is here, the bartender is here, the customer is coming inside, a particular time is happening. Bartender is watching the customer. After that particular time, the customer coming to the bartender asking for a glass of water. So the bartender take a gun in front of the customer. Why? Yes. You see the possibilities in the respect. Here you can see the convergent and divergent thinking methods. We see in the respect the method is here. Solution number 1. Put the bartender here in the bartender at a meeting, yes. Was the bartender acting for some reason? The bartender is acting with the man. He can take the gun, but answer is no. Was the gun water water crystal? He is asking water, so it can be a water crystal. It is a probability, but the answer is no. Maybe they know each other from before. Maybe they know each other before. Because of some problems between them in previous, he take the gun to revenge the persons. But that is also no. Finally, was the man angry is sarcastic? That is also no. If the man asked for water in offensive way, that is also no. He saw the probabilities, they gave the answers. But finally, the conclusion is the man had the hiccups. A temporary breathing problem. By frightening by some method, we can stop that. For that is to leave the bartender, take his water, gun. Reason for reversing recovery is not to find symptoms, but to cure these symptoms. The bartender realizes this and chooses to cure the symptoms by frightening the man with the gun. Once the man makes that we pick up our dog, we no longer need a drink of water, and the water in our life. Those things can happen with that. Here, convergent thinking and divergent thinking. Two types of the thinking. Convergent is focusing on the final answers, and divergent thinking is focusing on the number of possibilities to solve these answers. This type of thinking can focus on the coming up with a single well-established answer to a problem. That is convergent thinking. Convergent thinking is used to create problem solving, then we introduce critical thinking problem solving and analysis research. Convergent thinking is another problem. Divergent thinking, that the activities differ while looking for and accepting many number of possible solutions. That's the different type of thinking. Divergent thinking is not of process or method used to generate received ideas by exploring any possible solutions. You can see the image like this. What is divergent thinking? Two is convergent thinking. Each going to the possible number of ways, solutions is 4 to the 5 solutions. Critical thinking, logical problem is having high probability thinking. Use kind of logical thinking to function a day-to-day. An example, when we see a door lock, day-to-day activities will be happen naturally. We reach up and turn without any alarm. The door is no topic, we can go. session in the discussion. With the discussion of group members, making the problem statements, collecting the ideas from them, matching the ideas together with the 10 or 10 number of people, matching the each ideas, asking the open-minded answers, open-minded. In brainstorming session, 2 or more people get together to accept the ideas, use their ideas to stimulate more ideas. In brainstorming, participants must be open and adopt the healthy environment. New ideas will be welcome. If we are going to start a business or going to be brainstorming common to all of us. If you are going to keep the planning there, with your friends, as also we can apply the brainstorming method. If you are going to analyze about the failure project into success project means on that process also we can use the brainstorm. After the mind mapping the brainstorming points, we can solve the problem. You see the next slide. People are exchanging ideas like this. I go towards maybe. Important rules for organizing the brainstorm system. Work in a group of at least 3 to 4 people. One person will take notes, recording out everything ideas in the critical. Define the problem well and make sure that each person understands it. Set relatively short time limits on each problem. Short time limit on each problem. Every problem must have a particular time limit. That is 60 minutes. Be spontaneous, be outrageous, be imaginative. In the user-friendly environment, without any restriction, the 10 members or 20 members what you are having, speak together, exchange the ideas, what are the problems, what are the solving techniques, what are the methods, without any block, free open-minded. Then only we can collect the perfect data. Listen carefully to the other people's ideas or build on the, do not criticize, evaluate or even elaborate. Go for the quantity to ensure the quality. Evaluate only after the idea creation system has changed. This is a long time of process to make them perfect solutions. Here is a case like the number of customers who shop has reduced. Reason was the owner is looking for new ways to attract new customers and to increase the frequency of existing customers. When you are running business, you are having the shop owner, business is normally running, and suddenly your sale or drop or percentage of profit reduced because number of customers coming into the market reduced, new customers not coming. We can find out the problem. How can we get more customers? By the brainstorming, what are the happening? First, plan the session. Fix the place and time. The shop employees are invited to participate. All the shop employees invited to participate in the brainstorming process. Next, the session is held away from the shop. We are relaxed in the art will be only connected to the shop. It is only apart from the in the working environment at the markets or any government call. They are not like employee in the brainstorming places. They are going to solve the problems by exchanging the ideas. The facilitator, that is who is considered of the brainstorming. Facilitator raises the question: how can we get more customers? This is the solution. After anyone he or she set up the rules of the session 20 minutes, anyone can produce an idea. Every participant has to respect the ideas of the persons colleague or not to criticize. All the ideas are welcome. No ideas going to criticize on the spot. After the final only, we can eliminate the ideas. The facilitator call for the ideas and also facilitator is a communicator who uses the word association game to break the ice and warm the group. Some points cannot be taken out from the employees directly. Throughout the way, the facilitator uses some tool to break out the ideas to come out from the group. This is the mind mapping. The process after the brainstorming, we are coming to some conclusion. points on the brainstorming. So the solution is new customers on the increase the number of visit by already previous customers. So number of ways you can add it by new product. Sometimes your shop do not have such number of products there. Only because to purchase the separate products, the customer may go some other places. Like that, garden products and sports products. So you have to implement the same products in your supermarket. Second, new payment facilities, monthly payments, credit card facility, advance payment, first payment after 2 months. Like this flexible payments method, you can attract new customers and repeat the previous customers also. Advertisement, this is easier step. Normally, all the process marketing advertisement usually. Newspapers, radio, posters, newsletter. Now, social media pages are the easy to be controlled. Next, new delivery method. Either home by online shopping or by home delivery. Home delivery direct contact from the customers to the shop. You can go the serve the home delivery. Online shopping where the use of Flipkart or Amazon, so you are registered to the on the website. You can send the product to the website. Another one is promotion supply. Reduce the prices, buy one get one offers. By these kind of process, you can improve the sales percentage. And also it is suitable to the clearances, old products. So, having the brainstorming with your employees to solve the problem, generating the ideas, distribute it to the mind manager. We can make a solution to improve the percentage of sales. This is the supermarket analysis. You can shoot the same into the manufacturing technology. You are computer science engineering, making a receiving laptop, planning to connect a workstation. Anything you can shoot the same pictures. In this, the left brain and right brain thinking also consists of some impacts. Left brain always logic, analysis, sequence, linear, mathematics, language. These are the smart thinking. And these are the emotional. Creativity, imagination, intuition, arts, return, non-verbal, feeling, visualization, human songs, creativity. These are the differences between left brain and right brain. Mind mapping. This method is that combines the field association and brainstorming. Idea is to generate as many ideas with a central theme or topic as possible. Using the theme or topic as starting point, thinking to write up the thoughts or concepts as quickly as possible. Do not always think deep. Write down the ideas related to the central theme and then word related to the branches. Next one is the efficient activities. Common activity is almost common to the brainstorm. Write down the 5 steps. Silent generation of ideas in writing, first one. Round robin recording of ideas, that's the second step. Serious discussion for the clarifications. Serious discussion for the evaluations. Vote on idea of importance. You are generating the statements. You are collecting the data. What are the valuable points? What are the average points? What are the core points? By giving the marks to the points, you can list out there. Like this, individual successes, marking a statement, group discussion and matching the items, write these items by each mark, output to the table. These are the mark statement. You can simply A, B, C, D, E and the memory levels like the chart. Next one, analytical thinking. Analytical thinking is a critical component of visual thinking that gives one the ability to solve the problems quickly and effectively. This is the analytical thinking. It involves a methodical step-by-step approach to think that allows you to break down the complex problem into single and manageable components. That is analytical thinking. There are 7 steps in here importance. Very key to be observant, read books, learn how things work, ask questions, read brain scans, practice your problem solving skill, think about your decisions. In all the 7 steps are similarity between two unlikely things. For example, gloves to a hand and socks to a leg. Hand and leg are different. Similarity between the is both are covering the parts. Thus, like apple and orange, they are confusing for you. But the similarity between yes, we are food. Synonyms. The technique used for uncovering the perspective and viewing the problem in a new way to make familiar stage another stage familiar. Development work is having two types. Ideas need development at two different stages. The first stage is as a number of ideas, each having some level of good potential for the knowledge. Second stage is the final solution for as been selected. So, we are going to go through the things involved in introduction of digit uses. In the next classes, everybody is defining